Each day our catchers are involved in about a 10-minute drill session called Dailies. We started off with rapid fire bare hand drills. It looks something like this here. We'll have 6 balls, 3 in each hand. Catcher's catching it barehanded, as you'll see right here. He's going to catch all 6 that are rapidly fired at him by his partner. Okay, I'll show that again just so you can kind of see it twice. We'd like to keep our hand in a little closer to our body on this so we learn to receive the ball a little closer to our chest. Otherwise, this is kind of what it should look like. From our rapid fire sequence, we go to a sequence where we use 6 balls again, but this time we're going to throw the ball from one side to the other and ask our catchers to rock out towards the ball, take their chin to the ball, and catch the outside of the ball, that part of the ball that's furthest away from their center of their body. Looks something like this from this angle. I will also show you another angle here in just a moment. Here's the other view of our side-to-side kind of rocking drill, barehanded. Catching it out in the 2 fingers as you rock back and forth, taking chin to the ball. Here's just one more view of our rocking back and forth drill barehand. Kind of in a slow motion. Rocks, takes his chin towards the ball, catches it in front of his body, and then goes the other direction to catch the other one. And just go back and forth. This final barehand drill, our catcher will actually hold a ball in his catching hand with his pinky finger and the next finger, which will then force him to try to catch the ball out in his fingertips. So it looks something like this. At first this isn't very easy for our catchers because they really have to concentrate on seeing the ball right to their fingertips and not just reaching with their hand but catching it in the right part of their hand. So we'll just watch it here again. I'll kind of slow it down here so you can see as he tries to catch it out in his fingertips. If he doesn't get it with close concentration, the ball will bounce out. What we want him to do is to catch it and then drop it. And we will tend to do this kind of rapid fire as well. The next drill we do with our catchers is what we call our 5-hole drill. This is to try to get our catchers into the habit of not trying to catch the ball with their mitt, but when the ball hits the dirt, to get their mitt between their knees to keep the ball from going underneath them and using their chest protector to block the balls. We need to get them in the habit of understanding that they need to keep their mitt down between their knees and not out in front of them where it could hit off and bounce to the side of them. So that drill looks something like this. The offhand goes behind the glove instead of in front of it. A lot of catchers have trouble with that, or they'll try to catch it like an infielder where they'll put their offhand, this one right here, in front of the glove like an infielder, and we don't want them to do that so that they don't get their fingers jammed. So in slow motion, he's going to try to get the mitt down there before the ball can get underneath him, lean out over it, keeping his eyes down as it hits the glove and bounces directly in front of them. The next drill, the partner or coach will come out about 30-35 feet in front of the catcher. Catcher will go into his normal stance, and then I will throw the balls to bounce shortly in front of them. Again, they will try to get their mitt, or in this case we're just using one of those flat gloves, to get down to the 5-hole and then let the ball bounce up off of their chest or off the glove down there. As the ball hits the ground, we want the catcher to kind of lay out over the ball so it bounces directly in front of them, instead of what many young catchers do is they knees drop but their chest stays back, and we want their chest to lay out over the ball to try to keep it bouncing really close to them and not too far away. As much as possible, we want them to stay square to the ball and not turn, or else the ball starts to bounce off sideways. One of our daily drills with our catchers is what we call our quick release drill, working on receiving and making a transfer. Looks something like this. Catching the ball, trying to bring it to our hands and back to the right shoulder to make the transfer to our hands as quickly and efficiently as possible. Another daily drill we do with our catchers is we'll put a person just tossing out in front about 25-30 feet and then have the catcher work their footwork and throws like they're throwing a second, but we don't have them the full 120 feet. Looks like this right here. And just working on our footwork, trying to make everything come straight through and getting on line, and just working on quick release. Here's a side view of our quick release drill. This shows a pretty good example of where we want the elbows to be as we're headed in the direction we're throwing. Feet aren't quite on line like we would like to see. This front foot needs to be closed up just a little bit more. And then the follow through should carry him a little bit further towards second base, kind of falling a little bit off to the left side a little bit. Not too bad there.